Hello, everybody. This is Ender, and I am back with a brand new series for our channel. As you can tell, we're in Minecraft, but we're not in a new Minecraft world. This is a world that is on a Minecraft Bedrock realm that I share with several of my friends. It's a private realm that we just play with just a few of us. We've been playing for a while, since Minecraft 119. And now we're on Minecraft 120 for Bedrock, and done quite a few things. Just built a few farms, built a few projects. Nothing too major, just laying out some things, and we've been having fun. A lot of other people have built a lot of stuff on here, but I haven't done too much. Kind of want to get back into doing it. I want to do some more things, and mostly to motivate myself, I decided I wanted to record some of it because having people show it to and stuff like that motivates me to get things done. So as you can see, we are pretty far into the game as far as we have netherite tools. We have full netherite armor. We're running fire protection and protection. And we have quite a few shulker boxes. So pretty far into the end game as far as having some supplies. I do not have too many farms built. I do not have any major projects finished, and that's the main reason I wanted to get on here and do some recording, because I thought I could do some cool projects to share them and motivate myself to get them all done. So to start off, I'm going to show you a project that I've been working on. The big project that I want to do requires a lot of blackstone. So this is a bastion remnants that I found, and this bastion remnants used to come all the way up to the ceiling. And I'm going to go down here to the bottom so you can see it from a proper place. And we have some bad guys spawning down here now that we've cleared out quite a bit of area. So we're going to have to take some of them out before they get to us. There's his buddy. We should be pretty safe. With the armor I have, we're okay. Like I said, this was a bastion remnants where they went all the way up to the ceiling. I've dug out about half of it so far. And then on this side, it also went all the way up to the ceiling. I've been collecting the blackstone bricks and the cracked blackstone bricks and the basalt and everything else that comes from in here. But the main thing I'm after, and I already have a bit of it, but just to show you, I'm going to dig down here, a little lower down, so we can see. If you look at the bottom layers of this bastion, this is all just regular blackstone. And so I've been digging down and collecting areas and just harvesting a ton of it. And I have an area down here where I have just dug out underneath the bastion so that I can get around, and we're just collecting all the blackstone we can get. And so if we go back up to where we started off, watch now for the bad guys as we go, you can see that I have some storage going on up here. I've just been sorting things out. I have some random stuff we've been collecting. Here we have some blackstone. I've been collecting the cracked polished blackstone bricks and the polished blackstone bricks. And then some just miscellaneous things. If we look in here, I've already gotten quite a few shulker boxes finished. So that's all blackstone. That's blackstone. That's some gold swords I'm going to take back and smelt up. That's polished blackstone. That's cracked. Polished. Polished. Cracked. Blackstone. Let's see. The ones I really want are just the regular blackstone. So I have 3 boxes that are just blackstone, and then I have some of these. And I'm going to be using this for a big project that I'm working on here soon. And so I'm going to collect up all of our stuff here. We'll grab all of our shulker boxes. And the first stop we're going to make is we're going to head back to... I have a guardian farm that I've been using as an XP source, so that I can do some repairs, because all of my picks, well, all of my silk picks that I've been using are completely used up, and I need to get them repaired. So let's put this in here. 7 by 4. 6. I just use these for bulk storage when I'm moving stuff around, so I'm just going to put everything away. And this is the one with my shulker shells in it. And then we're going to grab all of these as well, because we're going to be done here for now. We'll come back and get more blackstone eventually. And we'll grab our ender chest so that we have one to carry with us. And we're going to head off. And I will meet you over at the Guardian Farm. I decided to make a quick stopover before we head over to the XP farm because I wanted to clean up some inventory, and I thought that meant I could show you around my storage. So I took all these shulker boxes that I have in here. They're just named Ender Shulker Box 1 through 8 because originally they were all ones that I gave stuff to Sai on the server, and he named them all as he got them so that he knew to give them back to me, and I decided, hey, I'll just keep them because I have 8 spots in here that are free for me to just have storage. So I just have like different shulker boxes for different items in here. This one I actually want to grab out because I'm going to use it real quick. And then the ones that are empty here that are just named Ender Shulker Box 1 through 8 are just ones that I use for storage when I'm out working on projects. I just fill them up with these things and bring them back here. I have a box here that's for trading, and then I have all of these. I'm still working out exactly where I want everything to be. That's why I don't have them named yet. Eventually I'll name them all so I know exactly what goes in what, and then we'll keep doing that. As far as our other storage goes, I have chests here that I'm still working on figuring out exactly everything I want to store. But so the basic concept here is that I have a double chest that has cobblestone, but then it has all the other cobblestone related stuff in it. And then in the bulk storage, anytime I get a full chest full of cobblestone, I fill a shulker box full of it and I throw it in here. So now I have 22 shulker boxes full of cobblestone. So if I need just cobblestone for a project and I know I'm going to need a lot of it, I can just grab a full shulker box and take it with me. And then I have the same setup for stone. And then once I have enough stone that it's going to fill up a full shulker box, I move it into the bulk storage. That I have less of. Same thing with deep slate and cobble deep slate and various other things. So like, for example, obsidian, I store the crying obsidian and the regular obsidian together. Once one of them gets filled up, I'll put a shulker box full in there. So if we look at our blackstone, for example, I have not quite enough to fill a shulker box, but then I have 5 boxes that are just nothing but regular blackstone. And then I have a chest for storing polished blackstone bricks because I get a lot of that. And the same for the crack. And so then when I'm coming here, if I just want to grab a few things that I need to build with, like say I need some magma blocks, I can grab one of them. If I have a need for a lot of them, I can grab a shulker box full. It looks like I need to get another shulker box for that. So let's do that. This is the shulker shells I got from the farm I built early on in, well, not early on, but a while ago. The farm doesn't work anymore, but I had got enough shulker shells to last me for quite some time. So eventually we'll have to build a new one, but that is not a project we're working on quite yet. And so this little storage, eventually I will automate it to make it so that there's some auto sorting going on and other things like that. But for now, I'm just trying to figure out all the things that I want to store and get everything organized. So that's pretty much the process I use for keeping all my items stored and good to go. So let's put this in here. And then now this is full, so we can grab it. We'll just put it in the bottom here, and now we have a full shulker box of magma blocks ready to go. I'm doing the same thing here. I have netherrack that was completely filled up. So we're just going to grab a chest worth of it, and we'll fill this shulker box. And then this goes in here. Netherrack goes up top. Gravel. And so you can see the process I use. I'm not going to have Sevi sit here the whole time while I finish organizing everything. But I am going to sort everything out before I head over to the Guardian farm. The other thing I have here is I had these shulker boxes that are just full of swords that are gold swords and iron swords I got from fighting with the hoglins over at the Bastion Remnants. I just brought these back because I'm going to run them through our furnace. So this one's empty now. Going to end up down in here. I don't want it to be in there. Then I can grab this one, and I can, if I can get it put on the right spot. If I put it on the wall there, then I can actually access it. You can see they all get emptied into the hoppers. It feeds into this furnace. This furnace gets fuel from in here, and all the extra bows and crossbows I got from killing piglins and other things while I was fighting skeletons and stuff. I'm using them as fuel, and we're cooking everything up and getting just a little bit extra stuff out of it. It's not really stuff that I would need, but it, it isn't going to hurt to use it up either. So we'll have to get that shulker box back out of there. Eventually we'll automate that a little bit more. Once I empty a shulker box, I throw them in here. Actually, yeah, I forgot that I had those in there. I could have done that instead of crafting more, but that's okay. This shulker box goes in here. So yeah, I'm going to finish just doing some organizing here, and then we'll head off to the Guardian farm like we originally planned. I thought while I'm on my way over to the Guardian farm, I would show you just kind of a basic setup we have. We have a nether hub. It was built by Sai, or the initial hub itself was built by Sai, that is centered on 0, in the nether, and then we're down here deep in the bottom of the nether at level 10, and then there's tunnels that go off in different directions. This is one of mine that I have that goes off to where our Guardian farm is, and so it makes it so we can get around. Eventually we'll probably have more advanced systems. I know Waylander, one of the members of our server, has been working on building mine carts to get us around, but for now this is definitely much better than having to travel long distances around in the overworld. This is my Guardian farm. It's nothing fancy as far as the way it looks. It's kind of janky actually, but just to show you how it works. There's XP left here from the last time I was here. Let me hop over here to get it here. This is the way you get down to the bottom. We have taken a ocean monument and we've blocked off all the spots where guardians can spawn. And then over here we have areas where they can spawn in just the right spots. And they're all marked off, and you can see right now that there's guardians that are trapped inside these kill chambers. Now this is not a design from myself. This is a design I got from, I believe it was Silent Whisper. It was the original design. I'm gonna grab these chests while I'm down here. I think I can hold one of these. Almost. But so basically the guardians spawn in these chambers, they fall down in, the tridents are used to kill them, and then all of their resources are collected together into one spot, and then they are fed up through from both ends, this end and that end. They come down and they come up through this spot, and they get fed up through a water elevator up to the top, and then that way I can stand all the way up at the top, and I can wait for the guardian drops and the XP to drop and get transported up here. While I'm up here, I have a switch, so if I turn this switch on, we can look down and you can see through the glass that the pistons start firing, the tridents get moved, so they kill the guardians. You do see some beams, like the guardians try and target me, but it's just visual. They can't actually reach me. But so then all of those guardians get killed by the tridents, and then they spawn in pretty quickly. And if we come over here, you can see the drops come down through, and you can start to see XP is working its way up to us as well. And so we can just stand here. We're far enough away that all the guardians will spawn, and the XP will just work its way up to us, and we can stand here and repair all of our tools. Now I have, before I do that, I gotta get rid of these fish in my inventory. I have these fish here because I have a couple of fishermen, and then I can just do trading to get rid of all the fish that we get from the farm and get some emeralds out of it. Eventually I want to have some more fish to make it so that we can do even more. But for now, it's just a slow way to get rid of a little bit of the extra fish every day. And you just get a little more XP out of the deal, too. And so I just take the raw fish, and I slowly move them up here for us to save to do that later. And then I keep the emeralds. And while I was doing that, more XP built up. But what I need is this red box, is my little red toolbox. I have these picks need repaired. This needs repaired, so I'll pull it out too. We're going to go through and we're going to put all these things on our bar. And so then we can sit here and we can AFK all day. And while we do it, this stuff slowly gets repaired. So our axe just got repaired. We can put that one away. And our shovel about to be repaired too. And then we'll go through and repair everything. And that means we'll have tools that are completely refreshed, and we'll be able to use those to do some more work. Finished all of our repairs. And I used the last of, well, not the last, but most of the levels I had left after that to repair our bow, our infinity bow. And now we are back over at our portal. This portal is the one that goes into our storage room. The project I want to start with is expanding this section of the nether out. I'm going to be building my own, basically, mini nether hub area off of the main hub. So if we come down this way to the end of this line, the way our hub is set up is that there is 4 axes that come off from the center. In fact, I'll go down and show you the main hub. Take a few minutes to run down just to show you an idea of how everything works. But so there's 4 lines that come out in the cardinal directions from the center. The center of the hub is at 0, 0 in the nether. And the whole thing is based down almost at the bottom of the world, down at Bedrock in the nether. And that was done specifically to make it so that we had an organization system for the nether hub, and that everyone could connect to it fairly easily. You can see as we run down here, there are different tunnels that go to different places. And over the course of time, I'll show you some of those, as long as people that are playing want me to show off the stuff that they've built. Cherry Forest. That's a fairly new one, I believe. I think that's the one that's closest to spawn, so we put a tunnel there so that everybody had access to it. So this is the nether hub that Sai built. And so this is the center at 0, 0, and then there's a tunnel that goes off in each direction, and they're marked with different color so we know which ones we are. So my hub or my portals are based off of the gold hub about 500 blocks down. Let me quickly pop through to the overworld side of this portal too, because Sai did a really good job with this, and I wanted to show it off a little bit. So this is the overworld side of that hub, so it still connects to that. And then this is our shopping district down this way. Let me go check on this real quick while we're here. I know some work has been done here to add in some pathing and some I have started building this building, and it is the block depot, somebody finds it hilarious to change my O into an A over and over and over again. There we go. Anyway, this is our shopping district area. I wanted to check in. I have a little shop right here. 3 diamonds for a shulker box, 1 diamond block per 9 shells, and 5 diamond blocks per kit. Thought I had more of them stocked. That's okay. I must not. I must have picked them up. And then I have another shop over here that was just a starter shop, selling arrows, tridents, and that one I didn't put anything in. I was going to put those, but I never did. A lot of work to be done. This is Waylander's shop, I believe, down here at the end. Welcome to Waylander's Emporium. Honey blocks, honeycombs, blocks, honeycombs. 4 diamonds per stack for iron. Ooh, that's really nice to know that that's here. May have to come and get that at some point. Potions that he's getting from the witch farm, I believe. A really nice design. Anyway, let's head back out. I like that the improvements have been made to add in a path. The idea for the block depot, eventually I will have it built, is that it will be like a Home Depot of sorts, where you come in and you need blocks, you exchange the blocks you have for the blocks you need, that kind of thing. It is definitely a project I would like to get finished soon, and so we'll definitely be working on it. Let's head back down and we will take a look at the project that we're going to be working on. But basically the idea is that I have a whole bunch of different projects that I have started that I'd like to finish. They're all down off of the gold path, as I said. And so I want to finish building this gold path out so that it's slabbed and safe for people to travel. I had been experimenting with having ice for ice boats and soul sand for soul speed boots. And we may do some stuff with that. What I might do is make some other lines that go like underneath specifically for that and whatnot. But starting up around 500 blocks is where most of my portals are, and I have a few of them already laid out, but none of them are decorated, none of them are neat and organized. And I think that a good way to get started with projects is to build almost like my own little mini hub of sorts, and then that way I can have a way to get around between all the different projects. It'll be safer in here because I won't have all these piglins spawning to deal with, and I can kind of slowly start building as we go. But so the first thing I need to do is this portal all the way at the end here is our storage room portal, and I've come up with a design using here, make a little workshop room down here. I've come up with a design using some blackstone that I want to use. Put down some chests just to have some place to put stuff to store while we're working. We need our crafting table down. Oops. There, and then I'll put an ender chest on top. Okay. So let's take a look. I also brought a stone cutter so that I can do some work with their things. Let's turn some of these into polished stone brick slabs. sorry, polished blackstone brick slabs. And then I also have some regular blackstone and I have some polished. And so let's take these. We're going to make slabs out of those. These I want to have about a stack of these. Food on my bar. And then those I can do. These I want to have another stack of as well. And there are some different patterns with blackstone that we could use, but because they're all full blocks, I can't really use them because I want to make sure that this floor is all slabs. The one other thing that I need to do is I brought ladders specifically for this. I'm going to be building my mini hub area just slightly higher. And that's because I want to have some depth underneath it for some things, and I'll show you that more once we get to it, probably in the next episode. But I want to have my floor level of my hub area up a little higher than the main hub. And that'll do two things. One, it'll give me some space where I can do some depth underneath into the hub below. And I can also leave the existing paths, and then that way if people want to make paths that go through, they don't have to worry about working around the mini hub that I'm building. They can still have their paths go underneath. So let's dig out just a little area here. I want to be careful that I don't dig out too much at a time, because the main reason that I'm slabbing down as we go is that if I don't, I can have gas spawn, and they will cause a real major problem for me. Oh, look at that. Always nice when you just find ancient debris just when you're not looking for it. It's also one of the reasons we built the hub down so low, because then we just find it in the course of building things. But let's leave that ladder there. We're gonna do... Won't need the shovel or the axe right now. I have polished brick slabs. I have polished blackstone. Did I make all polished? And I wanted cracked ones. Did they not? Is that not an option? Let's try this again. It's polished blackstone. That's the problem. I brought the wrong one. Let's go through here. And then we're going to drop this back off. Thought I had grabbed the right one, and I grabbed two of the same. These signs being able to be edited in 1.20 is just a little throwing me off. Put this one back. And then in here, I should have a shulker box full of that. While I'm in here, I wanted to try using some andesite and some diorite. I don't have a lot of it, but put this away. Just enough to try it out, see how I like the look of it. Okay, so let's go back up here. No, before I do that, I need to put this down and make some of these other slabs. Oh, so the cracked you can't do. So that was my problem. Can I not make... Okay, so that's not an option. So I have polished blackstone slabs, and... Those are my only options? Should have some of these, right? If I put these in, I don't get the things anymore. The cracked ones are pretty useless to me. If I put these in, all I get are those, which I already have plenty of. Let's put some stuff away just to get it out of my inventory. So I want to keep these in my inventory. This is something I wanted to try as an option, and then I also want to try these. Okay. And then grab a stack of blackstone, and I want to make... I have polished blackstone, I have blackstone. I just want to have a regular... Oh, and I have polished blackstone bricks. Okay, so I have all three of those, plus I have the white variant. Okay, so let's go up here. So, as far as the tunnel goes, the center of this one down here is right here, so let's do... I was thinking that I would do like a line of white here, and then maybe do... andesite on the other sides of it. The diorite, so that'll mark like the path towards the middle. And let's dig out a little bit over here. And then I would do... And I just want to have the three different kinds. I want to have some different variations. So, polished blackstone, slab. Okay, there we go. I'm going to try to do it just kind of organically as I go, spreading out, and make the floor all out of this blackstone. Just swap around and use some different ones from time to time, but mostly do the brick slabs because that's what I have a lot of, and it looks pretty nice. And then I was thinking, not that one. We could maybe every once in a while just mix one of those in. And then also one of the regular andesites slabs. And that would be like our variation to add just a little bit of distinction to the color so that it's not just a solid black floor. And this we would take back all the way to the beginning. So the main hub is just about 100 blocks over this way. Now I am directly above the main hub. And then I'll have to build some kind of way to get up to my hub from there eventually. But for now, let's work on getting that tunnel built all the way out, and then we'll work on doing our pattern. And I want to spread out, if we look here, just to give you an idea, I have portals that are down on that side and on the other side. I want to kind of spread out a couple hundred blocks in every direction so I can move those portals up and have it just be like a wide open area where you can see the portals. And then I'll do some more extensive decoration as we go to spread out from this spot. But so instead of having just a closed tunnel area where it's kind of, you know, claustrophobic here in the Nether, I want to have a big wide open area where you can see the other portals and just have it be generally just a little nicer because of that. So I'm going to spend several hours working on clearing this out and building some paths, and then I think what we'll do is we'll call it an episode, and we'll come back next time and start off right where we left off here and continue to expand out this hub area in the next episode. So I hope you enjoyed watching, and hopefully there will be a lot more of these episodes coming forward to give you some different things that I'm going to be building. I don't know how often I'll be able to do them. The stuff in Minecraft, a lot of times you spend 20 hours to get 20 minutes of clips to show things off, because there's a lot of collecting resources and there's a lot of other things. And some of that stuff I can show, some of that stuff might be interesting, but a lot of it is just going to be very grindy. And so this is definitely going to be a series where instead of me trying to do like a regular episode, it'll be when I have some more things to show is when more will be coming out. And let me know how you think about that. You can leave me some feedback in the comments about what you think of the new series and what you'd like to see me do. If there's any farms you want to see me try to build, or anything specific in Minecraft Bedrock that you haven't seen before that you would like to see me attempt, I would love to hear about it. So again, I hope you enjoyed watching, and we will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.